rainy start to the work week didn't stop volunteers from helping to finish up work on new homes for local families in Rockland. Sierra Whaley has more.
For us, being in housing, this is just a right place for us to be.
Over 25 volunteers from the Maine Association of Realtors were painting and laughing as they helped complete homes in a new subdivision in Rockland, partnering with Mid-Coast Habitat for Humanity.
Well, the Maine Association of Realtors, being people that care about home ownership and, having roofs over people's heads, that's, obviously very huge for us. So any project that can help eliminate some of the problems that we have out there is going to be good for everybody.
In 2023, volunteers came to Firefly Field to observe the foundation of the 13 units being built. Now the rentals are getting a fresh paint job for recipients through Homeworthy, formerly known as the Knox County Homeless Coalition.
The tagline is building hope, homes, and community, and being involved in your community is an important piece of that.
Tia Anderson, the executive director of Mid-Coast Habitat for Humanity, says even after 15 years of working with Habitat, creating new opportunities for people of all walks of life to be comfortable and thrive never gets old.
It's something that, for the economics of a healthy community, you need diversity at all income levels, and workforce obviously is lacking in a lot of areas, and housing is part of the issue.
She hopes this collaboration between Mid-Coast Habitat, Homeworthy, and Maine Housing inspires others to truly understand what community means. The rentals are expected to turn over by November of this year, and the homes for 3 families will be move-in ready by the summer of 2025.
It's great to see that soon someone will be living in these homes.
Sierra Whaley, WABI TV5 News, Rockland.
And for more information on Homeworthy or housing programs through Mid-Coast Habitat, you can follow the link on our website and mobile app.